The unexpected news again made BTS fans all over the world excited when two figures who were always the center of attention, Kim Taehyung and Taehyung Jungkook, were caught on camera while in a quiet area in Switzerland. The moment occurred on a cold morning with the sky still shrouded in a thin fog typical of the Alps. At first, the atmosphere looked ordinary until some people who were around the location noticed two men walking casually while carrying a large suitcase. It didn't take long for the fans who happened to be there to recognize them. Brief footage that later circulated on social media showed Taehyung wearing a long, dark coat with a thick scarf wrapped around his neck, while Jungkook walked beside him in a simple winter jacket and hat that partially covered his hair. Both looked relaxed, but the suitcase they were carrying immediately sparked great speculation among fans. Many wonder if this is a sign that their trip in Switzerland has reached its endpoint and they are preparing to return to South Korea. The atmosphere around the place looks very calm. The small street they walked through is surrounded by classic European-style buildings with wooden windows and balconies decorated with flowers. In the distance, the view of the snow-capped Alps creates an almost movie-like setting. Some witnesses said that Taehyung and Jungkook seemed to be enjoying the morning without any rush. They walked slowly while occasionally talking to each other, as if trying to enjoy every last second of their journey in a land famous for its amazing natural landscapes. The scattered short video shows Taehyung pausing for a moment, staring at the brightening sky before stepping back. His expression looked calm, even slightly reflective. Jungkook was seen holding the handle of a suitcase with one hand and occasionally turning towards the street behind them. Although there are no clearly audible words in the recording, their body language makes many people feel that the two are in a meaningful atmosphere. Fans who saw the video immediately flooded various social media platforms with theories and speculation. Some argue that they may be heading for the airport after completing a fairly long private trip in Switzerland. There are also those who believe that the suitcase may only be part of a short trip to another city before finally actually returning to South Korea. But one thing many people agree on is that this moment feels like a quiet farewell scene to a country that has given them time to rest away from the spotlight of the entertainment world. Over the past few years, Taehyung and Jungkook's names have often been associated with their travels in Switzerland. Various photos and stories from fans depict the two enjoying a much simpler life there. From leisurely strolling through the small streets, enjoying coffee at a local cafe, to sitting quietly looking at the mountains, all those moments made many people feel like they were seeing a more personal side of the two global superstars. For this reason, when a recent photo showing them carrying a suitcase appeared on the internet, many fans felt a mixture of emotions that are difficult to explain. There's a sense of curiosity about what will happen next, but there's also a slight sense of nostalgia, as if the trip in Switzerland has become an almost finished story. Some fans even noticed small details in the video. One of them was the black suitcase Jungkook was carrying, which looked quite large, like a long-distance travel suitcase. Taehyung is also seen carrying a suitcase that is no less large, making many people believe that this is not just a short trip. Small details like this are often the subject of lengthy discussions in the fan community, because every movement or visible object can trigger a variety of possible stories. Interestingly, although they are two world stars with millions of fans, the way they walked that morning looks very simple. There was no big crowd around them, no commotion that usually accompanies the presence of global idols. Just two people walking together in a quiet town, carrying their suitcases and enjoying the cool morning air. Some witnesses even said that Taehyung smiled at someone passing by, while Jungkook looked down slightly as a form of polite greeting. Small gestures like this make many people feel that behind the overwhelming popularity, they still have a simple, warm side. Another speculation that has arisen among fans is that this trip may have a special meaning for them. Switzerland is known as a place that many people often choose to look for tranquility or inspiration. With the incredible natural scenery and peaceful atmosphere of the city, it's no wonder that many believe that Taehyung and Jungkook came there not only for a vacation, but also to recharge their energy after a very busy schedule. Because of this, the moment they walked carrying the suitcase felt like the last chapter of a trip full of memories. Many fans imagine that behind the cameras filming them that morning, There could be conversations about the memories they made during their time in Switzerland, about the small cafes they visited, the lonely streets they walked, or the mountain views they enjoyed together. But until now, there's been no official confirmation of their destination after that moment. Whether they are actually heading to the airport to return to South Korea, or just moving to another city in Switzerland, is still a mystery that keeps fans following every development attentively. The image of two suitcases being pulled slowly down a small Swiss road has become a symbol of a journey that may soon come to an end. For many fans, the simple scene was emotional, as it reminded them that even superstars like Taehyung and Jungkook have quiet moments of reflection. And in the cool morning air of Switzerland, as the fog slowly dissipates from the peaks of the Alps, two figures known to millions of people around the world walk side by side with their suitcases. Without many words, without the spotlight of the stage, just a slow step that seemed to take them towards the next chapter of their life's journey. While the footage continues to circulate, more and more fans are trying to analyze every second of the moment. Some noticed how Kim Taehyung occasionally turned his head towards the mountains, still covered with light snow, as if he wanted to remember the scene for a longer time. The cold Swiss morning air seemed to make their breaths faint in the air, but the two steps remained relaxed, unhurried like those of a person chasing time. There was one small moment that made many fans feel touched. When Jungkook's suitcase gets slightly stuck in the crack of the rocky sidewalk, Taehyung seems to stop and help pull it out while laughing quietly. Although the voices in the video are not very clear, their expressions look light and warm, like two friends enjoying a last trip before returning to a much busier routine. Some people who were not far from them said that the two had stopped for a while near a small shop that had not yet opened. They stood for a while, looking at the still deserted road. There was no crowd, only the sound of footsteps and suitcase wheels rubbing against the damp cobblestone road. The scene feels so contrasting with their lives that are usually filled with camera highlights and big stages. Shortly afterwards, a black car is seen stopping at the end of the road. Many suspect the vehicle may be the transport that will take them to their next destination, possibly to a station or airport. When a luggage door opened, Jungkook quickly picked up his suitcase first, while Taehyung stood for a moment looking around, as if keeping the view of the small town in his memory. Before getting into the car, Taehyung looked back once more. The brief moment was clearly captured on camera, and for many fans, the little gesture felt very emotional. It was as if he was saying a silent farewell to a place that had given them room to breathe and enjoy life without pressure. The car then slowly moves away from the small road, and the video ends just seconds later. But it is precisely the shortcut that makes the curiosity even greater. Many people wonder if this will really be the end of their journey in Switzerland, or just the beginning of a new story that no one knows yet. For fans, the sight of the two suitcases Taehyung and Jungkook were carrying that morning felt like more than just a sign of travel. It was like the symbol of a chapter slowly closing, while the next chapter was waiting to begin. And although only a few seconds have been captured on camera, that simple moment has been enough to make the world go back to talking about them, about their journey, and about the mystery of the next step they will take.